Hello, welcome to Fame Ebong TV. Today, I want to be showing you guys how to produce a soap that lasts, a long-lasting soap, implying that it's actually a soap that doesn't easily dissolve or doesn't finish quickly when using it to wash. If you observe, if you're a soap maker out there and you know you have these problems or issue that you produce a soap and the soap finishes quickly, I want to be addressing that issue in this video. I want to give you a solution to your problem. So we are making a soap that lasts, and I'll be explaining why your soap finishes quickly. So now, if you are watching this video, I am actually outlining all my chemicals and their quantity or measurement. So over here is my water. This water is what I measured out for my caustic soda, but since I'm adding sodium sulfate to this my soap production, I'm going to divide the water into two. I will use half of the water to dissolve my caustic soda, then use the other half to dissolve my sodium sulfate. That is how you add additive in soap making. If you're adding an additive in your soap during your soap production and that additive needs dissolving, divide the water you are using to dissolve your caustic soda into two or into different parts. Then use the other part to dissolve your other additive. Then use the remaining part to dissolve your caustic soda. That is how you add extra ingredients that need dissolving when making a laundry bar soap. Just use that method. They always divide the water. Use the other half to dissolve the other ingredients you want to bring in. Okay, so back to the main purpose of this video. So if you are a soap maker out there and you realize that whenever you make soap, your soap finishes quickly or is very fast to melt away, then your soap has few issues which I will be discussing in this video. Now, the first problem is that you are making use of only one type of oil. Most soap makers make use of just palm kernel oil. Now, try to understand that when you use palm kernel oil to produce soap, that soap will be hard. The soap will lather very well. The soap will remove stain when you use it to wash. But the problem with that soap is that the soap will not last. That's simply because palm kernel oil lacks the palmitic acid and it also lacks the stearic acid. These two properties helps soap not to easily dissolve. But these properties are not found, or they are very little, in palm kernel oil. So in order to solve this problem, you have to mix your oil. You have to blend oils. You have to bring in an oil that has the palmitic acid or the stearic acid. Now, oil that has palmitic acid is the palm oil. You have to mix your palm kernel oil with palm oil, which I did in this video. I mix my palm kernel oil with my palm oil. Or you mix palm kernel oil with animal fat oil, which is called tallow oil. Tallow oil is rich in stearic acid. These two properties, called palmitic acid or stearic acid, help a soap not to easily dissolve or finish quickly. These two properties are not found, or they are very little, in palm kernel oil. That is why palm kernel oil soap finish quickly. In this my video, I'm making use of the palmitic acid, which is the palm oil. I'm mixing my palm kernel oil with palm oil. So I will end up producing a soap that will lather, will last, that will be strong, and that will also remove stain. That's because what the palm kernel oil lacks, the palm oil will complement it. What palm kernel oil lacks is palmitic acid. Palm oil is rich in palmitic acid, so palm oil will now complement that part that palm kernel oil lacks. Then, as for palm oil, it lacks or is low in a property called lauric acid, and lauric acid is a property found in or embedded in oils to help it produce a soap that will lather or foam properly. But this property is very low in palm oil. That is why soap produced with only palm oil do not lather or foam properly. So you have to mix your palm oil with palm kernel oil. Palm kernel oil is rich in lauric acid. So you can see how these oils complement each other. What this other oil lacks, the other oil complements for it. That is why it is good to blend your oils together. Don't use only one oil to make soap. You will not achieve a good production. So you can't use only palm oil to produce a good soap, because that soap won't lather properly. So you need to mix your palm oil with palm kernel oil in order to make sure you produce a soap that will lather. So you can see what palm oil lacks. That is why it is good when you are making soap, you blend oils, you mix oils together. Don't think that only one oil will give you what you are looking for. It's best you mix your oil with 2 or more oils. And understand how you mix these oils. If you join my online class, you will learn a lot about oils. You will learn a lot on how to mix oils. You will know the properties that are embedded in each oil and how to mix them. So you can do well by checking the description of this video. You will find a link where you can click on it and join my online class on WhatsApp, or you reach me on the phone number displayed on the screen here to chat me directly on WhatsApp to be added to the online class. And don't forget, we have ebooks available for those that will not have chance to enroll for the class. You can purchase the ebook. It's very affordable. It's just 3,000 naira. Then this soap mold I'm using to produce this soap in this video is available for sale. We have them in stock. You can do well by purchasing from me, by buying this soap molds from me. Just reach me on the phone number displayed on the screen to book for this mold. We deliver nationwide. Anywhere you are in Nigeria, we build this mold down to your location. So soap making is not actually hard. Soap making is not confusing. You just need to understand what is going on. Like in this video, I have actually explained why your soap finishes quickly. Reason because you are making use of only one type of oil. And if you are making use of only palm kernel oil, your soap will not last. After you've done all the needful by making use of the oil that will support the soap lasting, make sure you keep your soap to properly cure. Your soap has to cure. The soap has to be hard enough. After you've used the oil that supports the soap lasting, you have to make sure that you have kept your soap to properly cure. Your soap has to cure. It has to be hard. So all those criteria you have to follow in order to produce a soap that will last, so that you will not be producing soap and be wondering what is happening. It can be very confusing that you are making soap and you don't know what is the problem, what is causing a particular thing to occur. It's good when you know what is happening and you know how to solve it. That is why I made this video, for you to understand that you cannot produce a long-lasting soap with only palm kernel oil. You have to mix that oil if you want to achieve a long-lasting soap. Unless you are not bothered about your soap finishing quickly, you can go ahead and make use of only palm kernel oil. But if your customers are complaining, please mix your oil with either palm oil or you mix it with tallow oil, which is the animal fat oil. So you will learn more about oils and how to blend them and how to mix them in my online class. You can do well by reaching me to join this class. Check the description of this video. You'll find a link where you can click on to join the class on WhatsApp. As for stearic acid, if you want to add something like stearic acid and you don't have maybe you cannot actually get the tallow oil, you can purchase stearic acid in the chemical shop, then add it to your oil. You melt it first, add it to your oil. There is a chemical called stearic acid which you can purchase at chemical shops. You purchase it and add it to your oil. If the oil you are using lacks stearic acid and you want to produce a soap that will last, because stearic acid and palmitic acid, those are the two acids that support or help a soap to last. If your oil is lacking stearic acid, you can do well by purchasing stearic acid and add it to your soap to your oil during production. But this stearic acid has a specific measurement. You don't just add it like that. If you add too much, your production will not be nice. So there's a specific measurement of stearic acid you should add. If you don't have access to tallow oil, which is the animal fat oil, what did I say? You can purchase stearic acid at the chemical shop and add it to your oil. But at the same time, you have to be careful, because if you add too much of this stearic acid, you can spoil your production. It has a measurement. So if you want to know how to make use of all these things, if you want to have more knowledge on soap making, do well by enrolling for my online class, and you will learn a lot. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Very important, subscribe so you can be updated about my new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on my next video. Goodbye.